Okay, so let's just talk about the market. What are we seeing? What's happening right now?
Nothing for sale.
Nothing for sale. I mean, that's like.
It does look like the last couple of weeks a little bit more has been being released.
There's nothing for sale.
And a few overpriced, unrealistic,
That's
delusional
NFS.
people.
Yeah. Let's
Delusional people.
NFS.
That should be a status.
It is kind of funny. I believe, let's call him the delusional
They're
seller.
delusional, man. I
Yeah.
got a few. Been for sale since
How do you
09, no price
How do you
reduction.
spell delusional? D.
E-L-U.
A-N-T.
Delu. Del Stellar. Basically this is OPT, overpriced turkey. They're saying, well, you know what?
Another word.
I've got the best overpriced turkey you've ever seen, and I want 150 grand more than what it's worth,
Right.
because the market's on fire. The market is on fire right now, but realistically, we've only seen, 10 to 14% appreciation, and 10 to 14% appreciation from the bottom of nowhere isn't that much.
In certain segments.
In certain segments, yeah. There's certain segments, and especially if we're talking about like the upper part of the market, so like 500-600, they've seen very little appreciation. Okay.
Some of the delusional sellers are these flips. I'm seeing these crazy flips come out on the market where they sold not even 6 weeks ago, one over in Kellogg Village, and I know the house because I sat on it for a short sale. It went at like 150. In like 33 days, it's back on the market at 237.
Really?
What?
I'm talking my game, baby.
How many cards?
Hold on, but the crazy flip isn't necessarily crazy right now, because I'm going to caveat this. If you can buy something 100 and you can add 50 to it, and then all of a sudden it's 250 to 300, and I'm just making numbers up.
Yes.
This is very real.
Well, it's real and it's good, and they did a lot. I mean, they completely redid the kitchen and everything.
Yeah.
Like I said, I really know the house, but there's nothing in Kellogg Village that's going for, so you're still going to have to find some comps.
Okay, so yeah, there may be OPT in there too. Yeah.
I noticed one of the builders in Marysville up towards Highway 9.
Yeah.
They upped their price from November till now, $50,000.
Okay, let's break builder thing into two segments. So number one, you're seeing increased builder inventory, right? You're seeing this all over Snohomish County. You're seeing this all over King County. I was in Everett, down past the mall, and within a 3-mile radius right there, I saw Cornerstone, Adair, someone else I'd never heard of, and someone else I'd never heard of. And I was like, wow, there's literally 4 builders, and people are actually building something. Haven't seen anyone building anything for a long time.
And we know, we've talked about 2 builders that have actually taken their projects off market to wait till the base pricing, or the pricing increases and forms a solid base.
Yep.
So their higher pricing that they want has comparables to help it appraise.
So Ashbrook, which is in the corner of I-5 and 405, right there in that little kind of triangle, is a D.R. Horton plat. D.R. Horton sold like 15 homes. The plat isn't fully recorded yet. They raised their prices $15,000 to $20,000, and then they stopped selling. And then they're waiting for it to be recorded, and then they'll release everything again, and the prices will probably go up again. So you're seeing builder inventory increase, and you're also seeing, let's just say, pricing is scattered. You know, is that a good way to put it?
Yeah.
And their pricing is also increasing, and some of it may be OPT. Overpriced turkey. We're just going to keep saying that.
I just got an offer on 20 acres in Stanwood next to a copper station, which is, I don't know named what now because it went belly up.
Yeah.
And now it's something else. And somebody just bought it to sit on it to do that.
Yeah.
And has been unheard of for a while.
Yeah. With this nothing for sale, just to go back to that, the other way to explain this to buyers and sellers is this is the lowest recorded inventory ever. In 2005, we had more homes than this. So this is why this is this bad. So what does this mean for, let's just talk about a buyer under 200K in Snohomish County. What does that mean for them?
Tough. It's tough. It's frustrating.
They have, hold on, wait.
Not working with
They have 15 homes. I mean, if you're talking to this person, you've got to have a very realistic conversation. If this person all of a sudden is going, hey, guess what? I'm USDA and I need all of my closing costs and I'm only approved at 200, it's not going to happen ever, ever. This person, if they're only approved at 200, has got to buy at 185. So then they can get in a bidding war to 200 and hope it appraises. Okay, so this person, unfortunately, right now, in my mind, is moving down, even though they may be an A on their motivation, they are actually a B or a C, just because of the lack of inventory. And it's our duty to explain to them what's going to happen. The same thing applies in King County, too, by the way. King County, if you're under 250, it's the same bloodbath. In Skagit County, Skagit has now switched into a seller's market too. So Skagit's at about 5 months. So Skagit, this is starting to become a problem too, but the price is much lower. It's like 150. Okay? Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. If your buyer is, and let's just say we're talking about like Bothell now. If your buyer is 300 to 350 in Bothell, this is the same thing. There are only 10 homes for them to choose from. And there's going to be 3 to 10 offers on it. So if you're representing a seller, so let's just go over on this side now. Now let's say I'm representing a seller in Bothell at 350. Where am I telling them to price their home? I'm telling them to price it above where it is. I need to take a look at the neighborhood. We need to make a very educated decision about how much the neighborhood is appreciating. And if the neighborhood's appreciated 10% in the first 2 months, you know, the comps say 350, this may actually be 385. Does that make sense? Okay, this is looking forward. I'd rather sell it for 385 and have it not appraised and then have to come down to 380 than to not get them 385. And then also the other thing that we can do in this circumstance is in their financing contingency, you can say that their earnest money is not subject to the appraisal, or their financing contingency isn't subject to the appraisal, which would make it so that even if this only appraised for 370, they're still buying it or walking away from their earnest money.
For just tying it up.
For just tying it up.
And there's a lot of cash buyers now.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Cash buyers all over the planet right now.
Actually, I've been calling some expireds, and they're telling me that after listings expired, that cash buyers came in and offered them, and they sold it. I'm like, I didn't see it go back on the MLS.
I've seen a lot of people that have sold privately lately.
Cash is insane.
Right
I just sold a home in Everett that should have only sold for $230. They paid $260, almost $260 for it cash, and they're just going to go pay for it. Okay.
You have a person, Susie, that could do what, $330 cash, or I'll finance it. You can tell me what I should probably do. And she's the seller's rep. She's not even the buyer's rep.
Yeah.
You know,
they finance.
I know, but they could go either way. Those are the kind of discussions we're having.
The cash right now is huge. This probably, let's say a year and a half ago, this made up maybe 5% of the market. This may be as big as 20% of the market right now. And if we're talking about other cash, we've got hedge funds that are in town. Stupid hedge funds, that's what bought my property. These stupid hedge funds are buying everything that's cheap to rent. And they're buying everything down at the auction, they're buying everything that's fix and flip, they're buying everything they can. That's one of the reasons this buyer's getting squeezed out.
Yeah, they're going to get beat at 185.
Because these people have a very short window.